Brandon Rios, Danny Garcia. I like the fight. I like it. I don't understand. It's kind of like the Devin Alexander and Victor Ortiz fight. There's just not a lot of hype, not a lot of excitement, not a lot of people talking about it, but I like it. I guarantee you it will be a good fight, and it's like we wait for these big mega bouts, but then usually ones like this kind of steal the show, and I think it will. I don't know. I see just a good fight on the horizon. Danny Garcia, 33-119. You guys know my criticism. I'm not even going to talk about Danny Garcia in the background. Just go watch my videos if you want to hear what I really think about him. It's not good. I tell you that. It's not good, okay? But, yeah, Garcia, 19 knockouts. Rios, 34-3, 125 knockouts. Not bad. Mandalay Bay, February 17th in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, look, a lot of people out there calling Rios a bum, basically. He's washed up. He's a bum, talking about his slurred speech and but look, I guess they forgot. He always had the slurred speech, So, and I was reading this article, and it said it sounds like Brandon Rios is like chewing something when he's talking, like there's something in his mouth, So, he's always had that to me, that it's just the way he talks, But he will be the first to admit he's definitely taken a lot of punishment. Obviously, that can't be good for anyone. But he wants to prove, he's not just a bum. He wants to beat Danny Garcia, and if he did, this would definitely be a career high win. Maybe if he beat Pacquiao or Bradley, but. Look, even if he can look good, I keep telling people, like, he doesn't even need to beat Garcia. If he can just look good and look like a game competitor, then his career will continue. So, like I said, if he can look good, hey, I bet he gets at least one or two more fights. And, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he'll become, the next, Diego Chavez, So, but according to every boxing expert out there, this is easy work for Danny Garcia. But if you know anything about my channel, I'm not gonna give him an ounce of credit. So I've made multiple videos breaking down his entire career. No need to go into it now, but I can't stand the guy. Nothing but cherry picks, gift decision. He lost to Lamont Peterson and Herrera. Okay, should have been prosecuted for the Rod Salka fight. Eric Morales twice. Come on, ducking left and right. Should have fought Victor Postol. Moves up, fights Paulie Malignaggi at welterweight. It's ridiculous. But look, 2013 Brandon Rios, he took a lot of punishment from Pacquiao. We can talk about the punishment, okay? Took a lot of punishment in that Pacquiao fight. I don't care what he says, he did. And most would say, it had a part, not did, but had a part in ending his career, and then people say that Pacquiao took it easy on Brandon, using kind of that pitter-pat target practice. I think he felt sorry for him, kind of like he did Cotto, if you go back and watch that fight. But, Rios said, look, I'm 31. When I'm 35, I'm done. He basically claims that he's never taken much punishment. Maybe, he said maybe in the second Mike Alvarado fight, I took that was kind of a war. Maybe the Pacquiao fight, but that wasn't that big of a deal. He also says, he's not training to lose weight. He's training to fight. But I don't think Brandon Rios can beat Danny Garcia. Even if Rios was in his prime, I just don't, styles make fights. I don't think he has the boxing ability to beat Garcia. And we all know Garcia gets all the gift decisions. So I don't see, if it's a close fight, it's going to Danny Garcia. So, I don't see it being a one-sided fight, for damn sure, right? I don't know. I think, Garcia, boxer, puncher, decent power, definitely has better boxing skills, abilities are far above Brandon Rios. We all know Brandon Rios, brawler, he used his face basically to set up shots. Reminds me of Freddie Roach. They called Freddie Roach face first Freddie. I'm not laughing at Roach, but it's what they called him, because he uses head as like a first line of defense, so, but But yeah, Rios, he wants to win the WBC. He said he's dreamed of the WBC green belt since he was a child, childhood dream kind of thing. And we know right now Keith Thurman has the belt. There's no way in hell that's going to happen. But who knows? Maybe if he beats Danny Garcia or even looks good, look, if he looks good against, Garcia, I could see a Brandon Rios Keith Thurman fight for sure. Definitely. But I'll do a good prediction, breakdown, whatever you want to call it. But, just to give you the short of it, I think Danny Garcia wins by decision. I don't think he's going to knock Rios out. But the question is, if he's washed up, if he's truly a bum, that kind of thing, maybe he will get a KO. It's possible. It's a possibility. But, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. are you excited? What do you think? Do you like the fight? I like it. To me, it's intriguing. I want to see, is his career over? What can he do against Danny Garcia? Because it's boxing. One punch can change anything, right? So I definitely give him a chance, and not just a puncher's chance. Brandon Rios, he's a tough dude, and now he's kind of parted ways, and well, actually, I take that back. He was training with I think Robert Garcia's brother, and I think maybe he might be back with Robert Garcia because I see Robert Garcia sitting right there. So maybe he is. Honestly, I don't know. I should know, but I don't. So, but it looks like he is. But, if he's back with Robert Garcia or even the other trainer, whatever, I think he's devoting himself back to boxing. Now, you guys remember I interviewed Mike Alvarado about 9-10 months ago, and we talked about Brandon Rios, and Mike told me, he's like, whenever Brandon totally devotes himself to boxing, he's just levels above, what he normally is at. When he's 100, when he's on, so it's like that. When he's hot, he's hot. When he's cold. So we don't know, which Brandon Rios is going to show up on fight night. So, but we'll see. Danny Garcia, on the other hand, what you see is what you get. We know what he brings to the table. It's been quite a, it's been kind of a stretch though. They're both going to have, a lot of ring rust, I would imagine, so, but, he's trying to get back into the game, too. So it's a good fight. It is. I'm excited. So what do you guys think? Leave it below.